Hi everyone, John from 5000 here. So, here today with a quick video. Firstly, I've got some pretty cool news, and then I've got some like a mid-year channel review. So, get my news out of the way first. Firstly, what I want to say is that I'm actually going to be attending TFNATION this year. So, I wasn't going to go originally. I went with Harrison Gottfried last year and had an amazing time. A lot to process, but an amazing time. But Harrison can't make it this year, and no one else could make it, so I just sort of said to myself, I'll save my money and go next year, 2025. And as the weeks and days have been counting down, I've just, I don't know, I just want to go, to be honest. Something's just telling me to go. I'm going to trust my gut. I want to go. Yeah, I just feel like an urge to go. So I'm going to go. I'm going alone, so yeah. But it's fine. I'll have a good time. I'm sure I'll speak to a lot of amazing people. Just want to say as well, if you see me, then please feel free to approach me, say hi. If you want to talk to me, the normal human being, that's fine. If you want to ask me any questions about my channel or stop motion or videos, or just want to talk about stuff, that's fine too. Just feel free to approach me, say hi. Obviously, with the amount of people at TF Nation, at least last year, because it was my first experience, it kind of blended into one, like all the people, like just a massive people. So if I don't spot you, don't think I'm like, like I'm ignoring you or anything. Like, just tap me on my shoulder, say hi. I'm so and so, and hi. So yeah, just say hi, really. The next bit I want to move on to is actually, just before I move on, I might make another TF Nation vlog. The last one I made was quite a long one. It was like an hour long, but I did want to make that. This year, because last year's vlog I had so much footage, I kind of want to make like a mini vlog this year, like maybe like 30 minutes at most. But we'll see. We'll see what sort of footage I get. Because I'm on my own, I'm probably not going to have my phone out as much, but we'll see. We'll see. So, next part of the video is going to be the mid-year review. Normally I do one of these a year. It'll either be at the start of the new year or at the end of the year. And that basically collects what my goals were for the year, how I did, and what my goals are for the next year, and whatever. So, start of the year, and can I just say 2024, I don't know where it's gone. Like, tomorrow we're in August. 2024 is just gone, to be honest. I just want to say, like, personally, I've worked a lot on myself. I said at the start of 2024, I've got some personal goals I want to get out of the way first, and then I'll talk about stop motion. I said that I want to improve my diet, which I have. Many of you know I'm vegan, and I'm quite a healthy vegan, but I always want to eat a lot better. Even if I eat like loads of good stuff, like I always feel like I can do better, and that ties into something that I'm gonna talk about later on. But yeah, I'm eating healthier, so that's accomplished. Exercise, I've done like 4 or 5 workout programs this year, and each one's been like a month long. So I've done a lot of working out, so that's really, like, I feel really great about that. And the only thing I could improve is my running and maybe doing some more kickboxing sessions, but I'm getting back on top of my kickboxing now, so that's good. So fitness is good. Another thing that, I said I had a few other personal goals as well, and those are really, really, I think that I'm on my way to achieving them, and some I have achieved already. So the other thing that I kind of want to tie back to is, I mentioned in my last video, I'm pretty sure, that I actually got diagnosed several months ago, before the other video that I made at the start of the year. And I was basically diagnosed with severe mixed depression, anxiety, fun, and OCD. Now, I've the reason I'm mentioning this is my anxiety has reduced a lot. I think depression, yeah, I think that's gone. Well, I want to say gone. That's a bit too hopeful, to be honest. But it's reduced, and that's because I've switched jobs. So that's something personal for me that really has helped. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is if you go back on my channel, when I'm talking about my stop motions, you'll hear a lot of the time that I pick things out and I don't release my stop motions until my mind they're perfect. And even if I'm working on something for like a year and it's still not right, I won't release it because there's something nagging in my brain. I've not done too much research into this, but I recently found out that like OCD splits into different like subgroups, which I already knew, but I wasn't aware of the different ones. But there's something called just right OCD. And I was talking to someone and they say that they think I have that. Now, I've not looked into that, but from the basis of what they're talking about, it sounds like perfectionism and a load of other stuff that's like what I describe in my videos. Like I see stuff and it very nitpicky about myself. So like I mentioned about the diet, even if I'm really healthy, I'll always try and do better. I've just hit my light. Try and do better. Trying to do better. And that's not something with veganism. It's always something I've always had. So, you know, with anything with my life, you know, with fitness as well, no matter how fit I get, I will always try and achieve my goals further and get fitter and fitter. And it's like an obsession. It's something that I'm willing to, you know, trying to learn to balance and trying to do it. But I just thought I'd mention that as a reflection for myself. So when I look back on this at the end of the year and see how I am. Definitely done a lot of reflection this year. So in regards to this OCD, now I'm realizing that a lot of what I'm experiencing with projects, like getting all the stories right, getting all the dialogue right, getting all the filming right and the editing right, everything needs to be just right, OCD. Now I'm realizing that mine, again, I've not looked too much into it, so I don't know the ins and out of that, but it just right OCD basically sounds like it's got to be just right. Now I'm learning that about myself. I'm starting to accept it a bit more. Like if something's not right with a project, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just, my mind is picking up on that, whereas someone else wouldn't. And I've always said that about myself. You could make the same projects I'm making, and you might spot a mistake, and I'll be like, no, don't worry, it's fine, it looks great. But because I'm doing it, it's got to be perfect. Because that's how my mind is working. So that's great that I'm reflecting that about myself. Now, on to the actual where we are with the stop motion series. I said at the start of the year I wanted to make one expanding universe a month, so that'd be 12. I said one if possible. If it went over, maybe one every 6 weeks, just to give myself that extra 2 weeks. So one stop motion a month or one every 6 weeks. Now, I've done 3. I did New Recruit first, then I did Prelude, and then I did We Are Here, We Are Waiting. We Are Here, We Are Waiting took a lot longer than I wanted, but yeah, I think I did really, really well on that. Everyone seems to be enjoying it, so that's fantastic. And it's good that we can put Space Chasing We Are Here, We Are Waiting together. Now we just need the final part of that trilogy, Autobots Reunite, which I'm hoping to get out this year. Just finished some voice acting, so my voice is like dead. Now, I've done 3 stop motions, and tomorrow is August as I'm recording, so 4 months that I've not done a stop motion. One of them months my computer's been in the shop, so that takes it to 6 months that we've had, because I can't do anything about that other month. So you might think that I'm 3 or 4 months behind schedule, but I'm not. I'm actually 2 months behind schedule. Now the way I'm going to explain this is, so we've had the 3 stop motions this year. So 3. I'm working on Rebellion right now, which is the fourth stop motion of the year, which would have probably come out August time, May time. And then I'm working on End of Days Part 5. So that's 5 stop motions. 3 I've done, 2 I'm working on. And then obviously I've had the month number 6, which is when my computer within the shop getting repaired, so there's nothing I can do. And then month number 7. Month number 7, I'm thinking about doing a quick stop motion for that to get it out, and I think I'm really making. I should be able to make that pretty quick, so that's good. So as long as I can get Rebellion out and this, a couple of quick stop motions, I'm still going to be on schedule. Although I'm behind a month or 2, it's fine. I'm actually not as far behind as I think and what other people may assume. In terms of where we are with Rebellion, there isn't much left to do on it. Everything's filmed, pretty much everything's animated apart from the main scene in the middle that tied everything together. That I've basically just got to put the mouth voices, the voices and the mouth movement together and animate the actual scene. And after that, it's basically soundtrack and done. So that's not far off. End of Days Part 2, I've still got to film quite a bit. However, I do think I can get it done for the rest of the year, by the end of the year. End of Days Part 3, probably not at this point, but I recently released an End of Days Part 2 clip, which I'll leave in the right hand corner if you want to watch it. And that I feel had some really good reception, and I think I did really, really well on that. A lot of these expanded universes are coming together now, and they're showing skills in End of Days Part 2 that I didn't have previously. When I say that I wanted to make expanded universe to improve my skills for like End of Days and future stories, you'll start to see what I mean, because I've had We Are Here, We Are Waiting with like green screen and a lot of ambient effects and backgrounds and dust particles everywhere and shadows and stuff like that, and a lot of the color correction and the hue changing colors and everything like that, and you'll see that in like green screens for End of Days future parts and Part 2. Then we've had like the Velociraptor Cup, and we've had New Recruit where Sideswipe there was a shot of him driving and his wheel spinning as he was chasing Starcade. That is clearly visible in End of Days Part 2. The clip I released of Optimus, Ratchet and Wheeljack when they're going to Madagascar. So we can see the driving shots, and then both reflect what I have done in the Expanded Universe and what I'm doing in End of Days. So I do think a lot of my skills that I've practiced are now coming forward and being visible. So the last sort of point that I've got to make now is I've made a expensive but worth it purchase in extreme sets. So if you don't know what extreme sets are, don't look into it because it'll save you money. But they are really, really cool. I say really, really cool, but I haven't got them yet. The package is still being delivered, and I intend to order some more or when I get paid or when I have the money. So basically what they are cardboard dioramas, which are flat packed, and when they arrive you basically fold them together into a box or whatever shape, and they become a diorama. You have sort of 2 sizes. You have 1/18th and 1/12 scale. I'm buying the 1/12 scale because it scales better with Transformers from what I can tell. But a lot of these sets are going to be featured in my stop motions from now on. So it'll basically make you more immersed in the experience. It won't just be like a cardboard background with paint or whatever. It'll actually have detail on it, and it'll be like 3D. So that's good. I mean, I'm really proud of my sets that I've made, but these are really cool as well. So yeah, it'll give it a different feel, and it'll help me create other stories, because there's other stories that I want to tell in my universe, and I'm like, how am I going to tell it, because I don't even know how to even make the set, like the actual scene that I want to make. I don't even know how to make it. And some of these sets I'm looked at, I'm like, wow, that could work. I can make this set with these extreme diorama sets. So a lot of what I want to do for future I've ordered now. So some of the sets won't be shown in expanded universes yet. There might be like future stories, but I've made like a purchase early, so it benefits me later on. But some of the new sets will definitely be shown in new expanded universes, so keep an eye out for them. So I'm still going to try and get one expanded universe out per month. Still working on End of Days Part 2, chipping away at that. Rebellion, and then I've got a few ideas of what I want to do. So we'll see where it goes. I'll probably announce each project as it comes, so don't worry about that. Everyone keeps asking about voice acting, so I will basically make it's not an official announcement, but there are some voices I do need. Either people have left the project or I need new talent for new roles. There will be a casting call. There's probably going to be 2 or 3. There's going to be one for new roles. But it really depends if I make a casting call per project or just to the one big thing. But there's going to be new roles. There's going to be refill casts. And there's one potential other one. But I'll hold off on that for now. But that's everything I want to say. So if you have any thoughts, please feel free to comment. As always, keep it friendly, keep it constructive, and yeah, tell me what you're looking forward to seeing my channel. And if you have watched my previous work from this year, I hope you've enjoyed it. So yeah, that's everything for me. Anyway, you can join me Discord that I made in the link below in the description, and follow me on Instagram at TFN5000. Other than that, I hope you have a good summer. I hope everything treats you, well. And if you see me at TFNATION, feel free to say hi. Anyway, thank you everyone, and transform and roll out till all are one.